Oh
my
fuck.
God. All right, I'm liking the start of this.
Some pump up music.
Are we going on?
This is dedicated to you guys, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. When you hear the glass break, dude, like I never heard a fucking arena just go off.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
You seen WWF, WWE Live?
I was pre 10. I was like probably 9 or something, and my dad took me. It wasn't like Raw. It was like one of like the off shows.
Yeah.
And damn, when you hear the glass break and Stone Cold Steve Austin walks out, I still haven't heard a crowd that loud in my fucking life, dude.
That hard ass like walk that he had.
In the walk.
Yeah.
My first memory of like the wrestling thing back growing up, like in elementary school and stuff, was just him like just banging beers. I'm like,
I know.
what is this? What is this?
That's
like pretty. I was like, I'm gonna check this out. It might be cool. That's pretty much like my intro to like wrestling and stuff. But I never got really big into it. But like, the Stone Cold thing, I was like, just like, he's like crashing like a Coors Light truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
You're like, I want to do that, and I want to play guitar.
He definitely had to have influenced a lot of rebels in these current generations, like just being against the system, telling your boss to F off, and like just doing what you want. That's like the Stone Cold attitude. So
it is.
It's kind of a rock star attitude in a sense.
It is.
He's got the cut off jeans. It's got like the whole
not giving a shit how he dresses. Just no care, just being himself.
But can we pull off the cutoff jeans now?
I got a pair. I could.
Do you?
I could walk.
Okay.
I like dares. You want me to walk on stage with some cutoff jeans today?
Okay, let's do it. Hey, I'm in.
I wear shorts. But I'll like go get some scissors and cut off my jeans.
Come on.
Cut off khakis?
Yeah. Oh,
let's go.
I don't know about that. Oh, man, I don't know about that.
Dude, we got Oceano in the fucking house, dude. OGs.
Yeah.
Adam, Scott, I know you guys for quite a while, man.
Yeah.
And Adam, what you helped me learn about this, about myself, is that, like when I was a kid, like wrestling music actually was probably like the precursor of liking heavy music.
Yeah.
It didn't dawn on me until like today.
I'd had the same realization of someone was talking to me, I think, and they were like, I think it was a show I was doing, like a podcast thing, and they're like, did you maybe get into music because of your wrestling thing? And I was like,
interesting.
Was it
I think that's what
that
the hard
CD,
music.
That CD that you were telling me about,
yeah,
like back in the day. Like
what is it? Attitude Volume 3.
That's all like rock and metal songs.
Yeah, the Attitude Volume 3 and 4.
That's what you were telling about that recently.
That's
kind of crazy,
dude. We're just talking about the Stone Cold Steve Austin song.
Yeah.
I mean that dude, standard E fucking tug riff, dude.
Yeah,
there's something about that riff. It really kind of opened up your mind to like, okay, like I like this, and then seeing his attitude, it just kind of influenced how we went about our life. It's weird. I never really thought about that till today.
Did you hear? You've heard the Disturbed one, the Disturbed remix that he used to come out with?
Yeah.
That one was sick. Undertaker had a pretty hard, he had Limp Bizkit. So that's...
Did he?
He had the Rollin', right? That was Limp Bizkit.
Oh, he did for like a hot second, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even... They played the actual show, like,
yeah,
live.
he would come out. They did the remix, and they had him come out with those
cool.
remix harder versions. Because they did that. It was like a WWF... more harder. It was WWF Aggression. I think that was the name of the CD.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was like all harder versions of stuff.
Jay, type in WW. Would I get sued if I say WWF? WWE? Dude, it's just like ingrained in my head. It's tough.
Well, the WCW too, right? The other one? That's WCW? That's another one, right? That's a whole nother thing, right?
Another fed, yeah.
Yeah, if you go on Spotify, they changed like all those covers. Like the Volume 3 Attitude Era, it doesn't say F. It says like it's E.
Because of the Wildlife Fund, World Wildlife Fund, sued them and won, surprisingly.
They won, dude.
Yeah, they got him a change.
They won.
Yeah.
It's like when you sue and win, holy shit, it happened. Yeah. And it's, dude, Jay, if you can, pull up, type in WWF Volume 3 credits. It's one guy.
That did all like the writing and everything.
It's Jim.
It's Jim something.
Jim Johnston. Boom.
Yeah.
It's one guy, dude. It's
No
ICP
shit.
in there for something. What is that? Exception of one song performed by ICP.
What song was that?
Oh, it's the one for the Oddities.
Oh, the Oddities
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a ICP song.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
They saved the best for last.
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Oh, they
dude.
did, yeah.
Dude, Val Venus would definitely get canceled today.
Yes, he would. Yeah, dude, he would. Yeah.
What was the intro? Hello, ladies.
Dude, they did some wild
Not gonna
shit.
fly today.
No,
that's not gonna work today.
It's sad. I mean, what WWE did better than WCW. Have you ever listened back to the WCW theme songs?
They're kind of boring.
They suck.
Yeah.
They literally took Nirvana songs and made them backwards.
Whoa.
Okay, hey Jay.
Yo, what?
Watch YouTube. Diamond Dallas Page theme song.
I could see that.
And crank it for like 10 seconds. If you don't know that, it's gonna blow your mind. And there's also other wrestlers that have the same thing. It's like a Nirvana song backwards.
No way.
It's so crazy. Is this it? Is it it? DDP to shout out.
Hey, yo, it's me. It's me.
Nuh-uh. No, WCW.
Oh my god.
It's not WWE, dude. It's fucking WCW. You got to hear this.
Yeah.
And I forgot. So he does. It Smells Like Teen Spirit. Is this it right here?
Backwards, you said?
It's me. It's D.
Oh no. Oh no. Stop it.
Now that I think about it, he did come out to this, right?
It goes not did it. It goes
No.
did it.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Play.
With this
Okay.
shit.
Hey Jay. Play from the intro. When it comes in, you're like, oh no way, dude.
Yo, it's me. It's me. It's DDP.
Oh, come on. Are you trying to ruin my day? I love Nirvana.
So it's backwards.
Oh man.
It's backwards, dude.
It's clear as day, though. It's
clear.
obvious.
It's so clear.
Damn.
I see a Linkin Park hybrid theory in there. That looks, I don't know. I don't want to even.
I forgot the wrestler that did. They did.
Ripped off hybrid theory. Please don't tell me they did hybrid theory.
Smells like a lawsuit.
Yeah, dude. How can that be illegal?
Because
Back then?
they changed all the riffs around, so they're not gonna. It can't get sued for like copyright infringement, right?
Is there like a certain percentage that you're allowed to change?
It's the
Right?
It's the Ice Ice Baby song. You know what I'm saying? Like he did the same thing, but he maybe changed the one note, so like he couldn't get sued or whatever.
Was he in the clear though? He was, right?
Someone came up to his like hotel room and threatened his life, I think. But
Really?
yeah, there's a story behind that.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think like someone came up there, like threatened him.
It's like
But
you.
he's like, I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, it's so fucking bizarre, dude. Yeah, and someone else does "Come as You Are," but backwards.
Whoa.
So it's so weird, dude. Well, dude, congrats on 15 years of deaths.
Thanks.
Pretty fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. It's
That's
not. I
nuts.
think it's like I don't know, man. I've just been living in the moment, so
Yeah.
it came over.
He can't stand the song.
No, that's not true.
I'm just
That's not
done.
true.
I'm done to be like he wants to be like done with it. But
I'm just-
I get it.
Nah.
Sure.
You know,
I'm
he's
just stoked
been
on,
playing the songs for so long. But
I'm stoked on new material. That's just what it is. You know,
the hardest, the hardest part about this like little 15-year thing was like I contacted Sturgis to try to get the stems from him, and he was like, "Dude, I don't know where those are." I'm like, "Okay, well, it looks like I'll have to learn all these songs just from the MP3 like album." So that was like the hardest part was like relearning, like learning some of the new stuff we haven't never played, and
Yeah.
like obviously District, we play that a lot, but like just learn it. We had to learn it from ear, and then like I had to like go on the Cubase and put the set together that way. So
Oh my
that was like the
goodness.
hardest part. It took like a month and a half, but
Yeah.
that was the hardest part about it.
He smashed it because it's like we were talking about is like when we were playing these songs back in the day,
Yeah.
The tech differences are night and day.
Yeah, so Turchin didn't play to a click or anything. So I had to like go in there and like make the click like manually. So there is like in like some songs like there's probably 20 different tempos I had to like put to the song like to the MP3, and then I made the set from the MP3.
Oh shit!
It's a lot more filled out because we did a lot of like extra like background, instrumentation and stuff. So we've never played it like that ever until now. So people seeing these shows, that's what's really cool about it to me. Is like this is like the HD version of Depths that no one in the past ever heard. It's like, so this is probably the closest you'll ever hear to album ever. So it's pretty tight.
That's sick.
You guys play to a click, or you guys are still rocking like tube amps, right? And all that shit.
No,
dude, that's so.
I don't got time for that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
But listen, when we toured though, it doesn't matter. But like, you guys still sound incredible. That's the thing. Like you have your thing, and that's
Thank you, Scott.
You
Appreciate
shouldn't change it if it doesn't like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially now, Ernie's like he's a human clock.
Ernie, yeah.
He's a human metronome. You don't got to. I'm gonna worry about him. It's just Alex was all over the place. Yeah, it's hard. It's already hard to keep a drummer like.
That I think
it's
that
already
was
hard enough.
I think that was the last tour we were on was with him in the band. I think.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next time I saw you wasn't until NAMM.
Oh yeah.
I ran into you, and I wanted to ask you about that, the guitar behind you, because you said I've been trying to get Fender to get to make me a 7-string forever.
I told you that?
Yeah, that's last time I ran into you. He was like,
shit.
yeah, I've been trying to fucking get Fender for years to fucking do the first 7-string for me. Did they finally do it? Right?
Yeah, I had those.
There it is. That's fucking awesome.
I mean, that was a while. I mean, what? When was the last time
I'm sure it's been a long time.
It's
man.
been almost
17.
2 years.
I think like.
Oh, that made me sense.
Yeah, because that's like right before the Revelation came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're actually making note number 2 as we speak.
Sick. For you?
Yeah.
That's great.
It's so weird, dude. Like the fucking I'll make the subject
persistence
short.
is great.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Is it persistence? Is it following like a vision? Because I don't know what I was doing.
They weren't into that for a while. They were so against it.
They were like,
well, they're like one of the iconic brands, like they they probably weren't just comfortable with doing anything. They wanted to do their homework and make sure it was fucking perfect for whoever you or
totally
for the player, They're not just going to, come out with something shitty. It's Fender.
Yeah, it's Fender. It has to be a certain, way, and like there is like I got no's, maybes, and for some reason and like just never stop. I never stopped following that like vision.
Yeah,
I see. I don't know. It could take a year. Could take 5, 10. I don't know.
And then did they work with you on certain things, or you were just it was your idea with like the 7? They're like, we're just gonna take it from here. They worked with you on like a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, shout out to
like
Carlos Lopez.
Dimensions and stuff for like the neck and all that. That's great.
Oh yeah, every little spec was
That's
very
fucking
well,
awesome.
Very well thought out. Yeah, I always try to go back to like that part of myself where there's just some things you do like the self-doubt doesn't even creep in.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
It's just weird. Like there's only like probably a few things in my life that like this doesn't even budge. I'm like, how did I do that? Suicide Sounds, a band like the 7-string. Like there's just certain things that just nothing ever affected that, and everything else it's all fucked. It's everything else is self-doubt. Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But Adam, I wanted to ask you like, how do you feel about Oceano now? Because I mean, you essentially follows your vision, correct?
Yeah, I think that this year especially because of the 15-year, it was something like I think I was running from. Because I said I would never do it, more because I'm always like,
you've always told me that you never wanted to do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I think this helped me actually be a little bit more in the present in the sense where it's like, look at everything that you accomplished. Like you said, look at all the people that told you no, all the things, the obstacles and stuff. So it's kind of cool. Sitting here right now is probably one of the biggest moments where it's just like, okay, to have that moment where dude, like Suicide Silence is like a template for what got me gurgling in my dorm room, to even consider wanting to be a vocalist, so
crazy.
These are the moments where now looking back, it's like, okay, it was worth it. You know, you have your ups, you have your downs, your struggles, and you know, there's a lot of things that have changed. But now in this 15-year run that we're doing and everything that's been happening this year, especially, it's like, okay, we did some shit. You know, like we did some shit, and being persistent, and like you said, just not listening to the people telling you can't do it, or the people that don't believe in you, or the people that just can't see your vision. It's full circle, like probably like right today, where I'm just like,
wow,
all right, cool.
That's fucking
Cali, dude. You know, like I was telling him yesterday.
Man. Yes, you're in California.
Yeah. We filmed our District of Music video like around LA. That was my first time in California ever. And so like it's full circle today.
Damn.
Chain sold out today.
Sold out, man.
Yeah, it's tight.
And you guys are headlining.
Yeah, that too.
That credit is 100% deserved.
Thank you.
Oceano are a foundation staple in the genre now.
Thanks.
You guys are OGs. It's cool.
Like I said, I'm not.
Maybe not me,
old,
but I'll take. We're
That's
OGs,
cool, man.
but we don't. We're still spry. You know, still got that young band energy.
Yeah, I kind of feel I know how it is. Like people tell you, like, but you know, I just wanted to tell you guys, you know, you guys are a staple in this shit, and
thank you.
I respect the fuck out of both of you guys.
Honored.
It's cool, man. And you started a band in 2006.
Yeah.
So that's is that 17 years?
16, 17. Yeah, I got in the year, like I think like the year to year and a half after the band started.
Okay.
So that's when I came in, and that's when it really started to
just fuck shit up.
Yeah, we started taking it really seriously. You know, I don't know what they were doing. I think the band kind of started. I feel as like a high school thing. I never wanted to be in a band, so I don't know what it was like to like start a band, you know, from scratch per se when you're in high school and stuff. But I had friends that were in bands in high school, so I can see that, you know, it's like it starts off rocky. No one knows what they're doing. So like,
dude, you look so young there.
Yeah.
You look so young.
It's wild.
So this was LA?
Yeah, we filmed it. I don't remember where, but we filmed it in some studio in LA.
Adam, you're a child, dude. Holy shit.
How old were you?
Thick boy child.
How old were you there?
I don't even think I was old enough to drink. If not, I was like 20,
20 years old,
20-ish, 21-ish. I know, you know, I know I did drink that night. I went out and hung out with
of course,
homie Jerry John.
The crazy part is that I was in a local band, and when that album came out, I'm like, dude, this fucking shit's so nasty. And I was
That's good to hear, because when I first heard Oceano, like I was like, this shit sucks. Like, and so, you know, and I think that's the cool thing about the band is, you know, I was more honestly, honestly all contributed to it.
That, and I was really impressed with the recording. I've always
Joey,
incredible. Like for me, a lot of when I listen to music, I it's not just the material. I'm big on the mix and master and how it's recorded and shit. And if it doesn't sound good to me, even if it's like good material, I probably won't listen to it. Honestly, that's just how I am.
Totally.
Yeah. Really weird.
Yeah,
that's the kind
of.
But you
gotta fight. Get. If it's incredible though, I'll fight through it, and it's like I get it, whatever.
If it's like a black metal band you really like, okay, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about like, I think the band over the years in general is, you know, there's been this thing with the band where we've had, you know, for a moment these changes and shit like that, but as like, at a time as like unfortunately I had to take the lead. Now I accept that, you know. What I was looking for was to find guys like Scott, you know, that like where I'm weak, the other guy is strong, especially if he's writing the music. So like he has a better ear for like being meticulous about the mix and the live sound and boom, boom, boom. And I learned through him how to get better at that, you know. So like it took a while for us to finally refine, you know, the perfect.
It took a while actually.
It took the perfect combination of people to like get it to this point. Where now, you know, what have you been like 10 years?
Yeah.
Something like that. And that's why I'm so stoked for the future more than the past. But it's cool to look on the past, because without it, we wouldn't be.
I know it's everyone is like,
with.
We hear a lot of comments and stuff about not coming out with material like a lot. Like, so, like it's been 7 years. I understand that, guys. Okay,
lucky number 7.
Besides the single, like 7 years for a record.
I understand that. Like people are like, I don't get how bands come out with an album every year or 2 years. Because I'm so just,
it sucks,
dude.
It sucks.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because like I do a lot of the stuff, you know, like myself. and I don't have like multiple writers that help me in the band, but like just the fact that like when the album comes out, I can't mess with it anymore. Sure. You know what I mean? It's like you're done.
Use EMG pickups because they help you get the heaviest tone possible. Head over to emgpickups.com and use my promo code HEAVY at checkout and get 15% off. And then once you write the heaviest song of all time, head over to distrokid.com/VIP/Garza and save 30% off your membership to get all your songs on all streaming platforms. And now to the heaviest podcast of all time.
You can't go revise it now. So I think that's why it takes me a long time to write music, because I want to make sure it's up to my standards and it's fucking perfect before I like send it into the label. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how I feel, and that's probably why it takes me so long. I mean, I've probably scratched 40-something ideas. Like,
really?
Yeah, that I'm like, he's like, this is awesome. I'm like, I'm like, let me work on it.
Yeah.
So I'll go to work, listen to it, export, go back home, change a couple things, re-export it, go to work next day.
Of course.
And it's like just a vicious cycle of just fucking myself in the head, honestly. and he's always like, dude, it's fine. It's fine. Leave it alone. Like,
but you got through that process.
That's my weakness on writing. Because I can't just leave shit alone.
Yeah.
That's the shittiest part about the whole thing.
He got through that. He went through that process though on the new.
I'm getting better at it though.
He got through that process for the new stuff before he sent me the most revised versions of what's going to be our new album. So usually it's like he'll do his thing, nitpicking, and then I have a whole nother nitpick. But when he sent me the new stuff, I heard some things, but it was more like, it's not necessary. You know, sometimes you just want to add your influence. Yes. You don't need to. And that's where I had to like sit with it. I was like, honestly, this shit's pretty fucking good. I'm just gonna shut my mouth and just go.
Now it's even worse because he'll send me his patterns like just randomly, and now I'm like meshing the pattern, my patterns in with his patterns now. So it's even more complicated, which I like. You know, it gets the music better.
I think that's what gets it really good when you have the guitarists and you're bouncing when the guitarist vocalist connection is there. I've like some of my favorite bands, they all do that shit, and I think it's when it really.
I think it works a lot better now. Like he just send me like it doesn't even have to be like set lyrics. He just sent me patterns sometimes. It just off the top of his head, just words and stuff and whatnot. And then,
that's the big.
And I'm like, oh, that's a cool pattern. Maybe I'll change the riff just a little bit to his pattern a little bit.
Sometimes,
just mesh it a little bit. So that's kind of what we've been doing recently. That's kind of how this last album.
Yeah, we're not
the one that's coming out soon.
We're not rushing the product. We're being patient with the art. I think that's where we're at with the band.
Cool.
That's why it's taken a while for this last album.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, that it's just one guitar player. That that is a lot of pressure. I
the MIDI takes me forever. The drums take me fucking. I started playing drums before guitar, so like I know I'm not like I can't like sit down and play the parts, but I can like see it in my head, you know. And that's like the drums is a lot. It takes a long time, and then usually if I have the riff, I'll write to the drums and I'll come up with a drum part, write to the riff, or I'll have like a backtrack or something like that. But like writing the MIDI out takes the longest.
Are you a perfectionist?
I would say yeah. Yeah. That's why, like I said, that's why it takes so long for me to be happy with a 2-minute idea, you know?
Adam, do you think that he's too perfectionist?
If he didn't take my advice, yes. But he's not. He takes my advice. So,
okay, good.
Yeah.
If I didn't listen to him, I'd probably never come out with music, honestly. I'd never come out with music.
Yes, every once in a while it's good when someone comes in and it's like, okay, you know, this is done, sounds great. And okay, sometimes you got to just step back and like, okay, you know what, I value and trust your opinion.
Does that ever happen with your guy, you and you guys?
Of course.
Yeah, it's like, fuck. Man. You guys have a crazy writing process. You guys write in a room together still, right?
In a garage, yeah.
That's so badass.
Sick. Yeah.
That's so fucking hard.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that sometime.
I would love to do
back to that.
It's like, that is it unheard of to do that anymore? Because everyone is fucking, I don't know. It works for you guys. You guys write killer shit.
I mean, you guys built your... I can see it working because you already have your chemistry.
Yeah.
It's like obviously like Oceano has been you guys for quite some time, so it will work.
Definitely.
Right.
You know,
that would be cool.
And it's just something about you're just in the same room together. You don't have to be writing like full on drummer and shit, but just something
Just
about
fucking around.
just being in the same room. Like you could talk shit back and forth, get kind of pissed.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Dude, I love like that weird energy because sometimes, not all the time, sometimes like okay you're being an asshole or you're a dick, but sometimes the best shit will come out.
Fucking play like that. No, like that.
Sometimes something cool will come out of that the fucking tension, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I get you.
I remember one time we were writing Smoke, and then Mark just fucking walked outside. Like, he didn't even say that. I was like, I guess he doesn't like this song.
No shit.
Yeah, but it turned out to be a song we played live for many years.
That's awesome.
It was cool. Yeah, I mean,
you guys did the cleansing live on the recording, right?
Yeah,
as a band.
Yeah, as a band.
Dude, that's so cool.
4 takes, and that
was
it. Picked the best one. And then Mitch put his vocals over.
Was he in a separate room, or obviously he had to be in a separate room, right? Well, the band played together.
Yeah, band. The music was in the same room.
That's crazy.
Like bass is in the same room as the drums. Like kind of like it makes no sense, but for some reason, like it worked.
It's got its own sound. Like that album doesn't sound like any other album, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's just the way you guys played it, the room, the studio, how your engineer recorded it, you know, the mic setting, all that shit.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Do you guys still work with him or no?
No, he did the first record.
That was it.
It's kind of one of the biggest regrets I have a little list of regrets I have in my career. Not going back.
Not working with him again.
Not going back and recording like one more record with him.
That's wild.
Would have been sick, but yeah, we were at a period in our career where like. Shit changed, man. I'm pretty sure, Adam, you guys can relate. Like when it's all fun when you have like no fan base and you have your record, and then
you don't have like an expectation kind of like you know what I mean. You're just kind of like, you know what, we're having fun. I don't have to fucking please anyone. No. We're just writing shit for fun, and that's it. That's kind of how I felt about. Don't get me wrong, I love the Contagion album, but I feel like it could have been recorded a little bit better. And I feel like if Sturgis would have got his hands on that would have been...
Sturgis should have, looking back, reflecting, then that's why we did the new one. We had them mix and master. And then I had this moment, this break between the shows and stuff, just reflect on the band, life, all this shit.
Good.
And, it's like... How do you always want to think about how you can do things better in the past and you do it in the present. That's how I look at it.
Of course.
So that was one of the things, like, if I could change one thing about the band, what I've done is like, all right, first and second album are both tight. They have their own.
Yeah, Concert did a great job.
But we should have, I think we should have stuck with Sturgis for every single album.
Wow.
It's almost unheard of, but we just were very fortunate. The first guy we went with was the guy for the recording, mix and master, and we just we were always been experimental. Yeah. We've always been like, let's try new things.
You had it. And you ruined it. And you ruined it.
Yeah.
You blew it.
It still went fine, but I think that was the magic that we should have just held on to. That was the variable that could have stayed the whole time. Yeah. Nothing against everybody else, because like Zeus, being able to work with Zeus for Contagion for me.
Guys, you're going to go home today just be like, fucking should have done that.
I know, dude. Whenever it creeps in, I'm like, you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it really came to head on Incisions, right? Mm-hmm. Where like you weren't really stoked on that record, right?
Right, correct. That was also a big transition period for the band where we had like it started kind of sounding like what would be maybe like a Contagion continuation, and it turned into an experimental thing because we had like 2.5 lineup changes during that writing and recording process. Tough. So we had like dudes leaving, dudes coming in, some guys kind of like lingering for a second and then passing it on. So there's a lot of actually different people that helped write that album. It was like over a year. We went from trying to do like actual drums to having to program shit. Like it was realistically it was a mess of an experience.
Shit show.
And we were behind, the quota time frame for like releasing an album too. So the label's just like, we need an album. It's like ideally we would have just chilled for a second, got it together, And then, but
goddamn
it's cool.
labels.
People like it. It's cool because like I hear tons of fans of us that will talk to me online and stuff like that's one of my favorites. Or I got into the band during Incisions, so it's like my perspective is different than the fans, and that's great because if they like once it's done,
here I go again with the recording. I think it's terrible. Yeah, I think the recording is so bad.
I don't like listening to it. It bothers me.
And then the material is, I don't mind the material. Here again, I just if it's like. When I first heard the album, I'm like, they fucked that up.
They missed it. It was like
I like the material. They fucked it up.
It was like a base hit, maybe a two. Get
a base hit.
Yeah, a base hit, but not a home run kind of.
What are they? What's going on with this guitar tone?
What you use?
Me right now?
On that,
I have no idea.
I don't know what they were doing on that. I'm thinking they were probably pulling like they were definitely I think they were sampling a couple. They were trying to like maybe sample some tones and stuff, but I don't remember exactly.
Maybe they should have went with the PodFarm.
That shit, dude. For me, I was on some.
That's what they used on. That's what he used on Depths was PodFarm.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard a rumor how Joey would use the Line 6 PodFarms.
And he made who did a lot of was it Carol? Tracked a lot of it.
Who tracked? Actually,
or was it Andrew?
Andy tracked.
So one of them, one of them tracked a lot of the album, but Joey made them track 4 times and layer it 4 times. So they probably hated that.
There was a lot of redundancy, across the board, which is cool.
But it sounds sick though.
Yeah. It's held up, which I've just realized that more recently too. Like. That's probably why a lot of people like it a lot, and it's considered timeless to our fans. Is because it doesn't sound like it's that old, really. Mm-hmm. Just cool.
Yeah,
because you can hear the age in certain albums if you listen.
You can,
for better or for worse.
Yeah, sure. I cranked that because it's still like the #1 on Spotify. So you play it and you hear the blast beat, and now it's like, what's the word? It's classic now. So shit,
so
that's
crazy.
That's they're OGs now, man. It's that sound.
You're never gonna get away from the never gonna get away from that. That's it. The band that'll always be the band's thing, which is fine.
You know what's worse? Not having that.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, have you ever been in a point where like you got jaded and it's like all these things are just like oh no, I've been through it. It's weird. And then you come back around. Something kind of has to happen in your life where like you kind of come back around, and then you have this newfound appreciation for music and some of your songs.
Yeah, District is that for me. It was like
you're probably sick of playing that.
I love it. No, everyone says that. I used to the only reason I was sick of it was because once again I'm a forward guy. You know, so like I never wanted. Early in, especially, I just didn't. I knew that song was a hot one, obviously, but I just didn't want.
The label didn't want that as a single.
They didn't originally. They did, and we pushed for
it. Of course,
of course, you don't fucking want that.
Just didn't want the. I didn't want the band to be a one-hit wonder. Like at that point, it's like District's the one. It was like, all right, let's keep pushing forward. Let's not over-focus that this is the hit. Forward, because that's still going to be a hit if it's a hit. So I never wanted to be stuck in that District's their only song. Sure. That was the thing I was most worried about. But now I like playing it. It's tight now because we don't even have to. We used to play at the end of the set all the time, because we were new. So like that song we knew it's the most energy. So we had to play it last because we at least get some good energy into the set, if nowhere else in the set. Now we don't have to, and it's cool because we actually play the newer stuff. And I've noticed like stuff that he's been a part of, like Ascendance, Revelation, mass produced.
I really
1-to-1.
I fucked myself in that song. It's so hard to play.
You had one song to fucking play, dude.
It's so hard on the right, Garza. It's hard to play. Okay, hard for me to play.
Sure.
I gotta like warm up and shit.
Yeah.
Do you warm up? Do you warm up before playing?
I suck. I have to warm up.
I gotta warm up and shit.
I have to, man. If I don't warm
playing
up.
Playing power chords over here, bro. I gotta warm up.
Oh, okay. Power chords. I only strictly bar chord.
Yeah.
Strictly, man. But it's cool to hear, Adam, that you came back around.
Yeah, I do enjoy that song. It's nice to like see the pop Because that's how you know where the OGs. Now it's like that's the OGs. If they know District, they're OGs. Like there's people that are like, yeah, but then you have the people that are like, yeah, that's an OG because they're connected to when it first came out.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
You see that with your fans too, probably a lot when you play older stuff.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
And like you only get one shot.
Oh yeah, those YOLO, Unanswered, those have a new life now.
Yeah,
they just kind of came back around. Like, oh shit, like, you actually like playing it, and then you're thankful.
Yeah.
So, oh shit. First, it was a time where I don't like playing this, and it kind of came back around. Oh shit, I like it. What happened to you, Adam? Where like you kind of came back around? Like, what was there a moment in your life that made you start to appreciate it?
Yeah, I think this one would be fun for like the people who aren't bands that joke about this, but it is that literally. It's for me. It's I have these moments where I like dip my foot back into, let's call it the Matrix. You know, like the kind of like 9 to 5, either whether it's just the side hustle when I'm not on tour or whatnot. And especially more recently, I just kind of had to sit back and realize I was trying to basically remove myself from the band life 100%. And what I came to realize was the problem with it was, for me, what it wasn't working for me was I was sacrificing a lot of things to get things that didn't serve me, like with time with family, things like that. There's a way to do touring and do band and stuff and still have time for family.
Yes.
Friends, your personal life, and just peace for a second, taking a break.
True.
Dude, we were just going like the whole time. Like
when I first started with you, it was nonstop.
I gave up everything to just do Oceano, like everything.
You've been there too, Garza. I mean, you guys had that probably that year, those years span where you just like 8 months out of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of I wasn't a local band. Before I wasn't in any other band. Like with my brother. And then he liked my band, and then he came out on his 30th birthday. On one of our shows, I'm like, is that Adam Warren? Yeah. He's like, and my singer's like, that's Adam Warren. I'm like,
and this guy came out.
I'm like,
with
don't
his
fuck
band.
this, don't fuck the setup, dude.
He did it. He came out with his band, and this was in my old neighborhood too, where I grew up, like doing backyard wrestling and shit. Cross the street, and he's in his basement, and he comes out with his band, and I'm paying attention, like, okay. Tracks, they got a cool little intro. There's no breaks between the set, like it's just moving.
Smooth. Yeah,
but they're playing, but they're playing. And I'm just like, they're slamming. You're like, I was like, this is the heaviest shit I've ever heard in Chicago, ever. And I was like, we need members. That's the guy that I got to get in this fucking band. Because I saw it. I was like, this guy knows what he's doing. I know he's in his room. Cool. He's writing music in his room on the computer. Like, we need to level it up, because you had like Born of Osiris that had, I think, set the bar, I think, for Chicago bands.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Like with how Cam's doing shit. Yeah. Like Cam was doing all this stuff that we're doing with our band years before. And so like I saw that with Scott, and I was like, this is how we're going to level the band up, or at least get the momentum moving. So that's a kind of cool little thing. Yeah,
after 2013, that's kind of, he asked me to fill in, and then I like that.
Asked to fill in? Was that strategic?
The trial.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't know, but and I was like, dude, I'm going to fucking. I already had like a couple ideas I had written before. I was like, so that. After I got the phone call from him, I went home, like I started writing like crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking write some shit. I'm gonna show this motherfucker what I'm made of. And I literally, and I was like, awesome. I waited and like push it. Like first day, like filling in on a tour. I'm like, kind of waited a little bit, got to know him a little bit, and like I say, probably like at the end of that tour, my first tour, I'm like, hey Adam, I'm gonna send you some music. Let me know what you think. Just listen to it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You played my ass. No, just kidding. You had that. I didn't know that part about like you had written some stuff.
Oh, I did it on purpose. Totally on purpose.
Yeah,
in my opinion, I thought that the music that they had out wasn't as good as my shit, honestly.
Damn,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna suck, dude.
I'm cool.
I'm very
because
I can fucking do some shit here.
I like that.
If I have a good singer behind me, I feel like this guy could do some awesome shit. Honestly, that's what I was like manifesting in my mind. Like,
wow.
I feel like I can actually be in this band, even though I was just filling in for the first tour. I'm like, Dude, this is my fucking foot in. I think in this like to be in a band maybe right now and being professional. That's kind of I literally manifested in my head.
Huh?
It's like I can do this. So I fucking kept writing.
So you went on that first tour, and did you really get that vision in your head?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
After that tour, I'm like, I was telling my dad like, this is gonna be it. I think just like, I got a good feeling about it. I don't want to go back to school. I was like, can I just write in the basement for another year? He's like, you're fine.
That's cool.
He's like, do what you want to do, man. It's cool. I got you. So my dad was a really big help with that. My family was super supportive.
Papa Smith.
Yeah. Super supportive.
Cool.
He's come out to a ton of shows.
Yeah. So
hung out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Family helped me out definitely.
That's great, man. Dude, support from our family sometimes is I mean,
they came through
everything, dude.
You know? They always do. So
yeah, I've had a lot of support from my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Like a lot of support. If I didn't get their support, we probably wouldn't be a band anymore.
Right.
Yeah, because you have like the lows, and they're kind of there to make sure you're all right. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Make sure you're alive at some. I mean, shit at some point. Right? Yeah, it's crazy. Hey Scott, what was your round two? You fuck. What was?
Who are you signaling to?
Hey, do you want to grab me some?
Mix
me one.
Just fucking bring the bottle.
Right.
And
this guy's over here looks like he's got roadies. Like, fill me up.
Can you give me a black tooth Grin? Huh?
It's only 1:30, man.
Yeah.
What was your band called?
Delta. The band was called Delta. Yeah.
Delta.
Yeah.
It's like a.
Is there anything out?
Oh,
yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit. You can
Really?
look up.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
It says Delta official. Like it's all over. Like,
the OGest people like in that are also Oceano fans.
It's like you go to YouTube. It's on YouTube. Delta band.
It's nasty.
Chicago, yeah.
So you saw it and you're like, okay, this is like the heaviest shit ever.
Yeah. He released something like after we got off a tour, like it was like a couple of years ago or something.
Okay.
But he had released.
How long?
Yeah.
How long we got?
Well, we're supposed to load in 6 minutes.
We can Uber back. That's what I assumed we were gonna do. Sure. If that's cool, yeah.
That's fine.
That's the Voyage one.
I'll keep it quick.
That's the first album I ever wrote right there.
Holy shit, dude.
All right, we're gonna go.
All right.
Cool.
All right. See you, Adam. See you, Alex.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's cool. That's how I thought we were gonna do it anyway. So we're straight. We're straight.
Appreciate it, Delta. So this is the first shit that you wrote.
Yeah, that's the first album I've ever wrote as a musician.
Delta Official Chicago. So
Yeah.
if you're listening or watching, that's their name on YouTube.
Yeah.
Who's that, Scott?
That's my buddy Holden.
Okay.
An old friend.
Nice. Okay, Delta Official on YouTube.
Is that him? Is that you doing a playthrough?
Hey, look how young I am. Holy shit.
Oh, are you ripping here, dude?
Oh my god! Look at
The
this
typewriter text.
What's going on?
Whoa.
Oh my god, bro!
With the fucking RG. Hey Jay, crank this for like 10 seconds.
That's not it.
You're playing.
No, that's not it. What the hell is that? You got
something else.
You got
There's
something
something else
playing
in the
out.
background.
That's Adam Warren singing.
It's an Incision song in the background that was Scott riffing.
Yeah, what the fuck else is playing? The podcast you're on. Oh,
Here it is. Here it is.
You know, Jamie would not
unprofessional.
fuck that up on Rogan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Here it is.
Okay, here we go.
Oh shit.
Damn, Scott, really?
Yeah.
What is this from? What year?
I'm guessing 2011. I'm guessing.
11 years ago. 11 years ago, dude. Okay, Adam, I'm starting to see what you saw.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like there's something here.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm very
cool.
fortunate you believed in me too, honestly. So
I've always believed, I learned it from the local days because I would never even want to be in a band. It was just something that I was brought into when my local scene days. But I started to realize that with a good guitarist, the vocalist can get pushed to be better and rise and be a better vocalist. It's like it's a give and take kind of thing. So I knew that from the start. It's like if I can find a guitarist who can challenge me and push me and isn't afraid to do things that they're not accustomed to doing, that's going to allow me more room to write, so like you give me, a fast, I don't know, like fast, really like widdly riff. I'm going to rise to that occasion. Maybe I'm only used to doing slams and gutturals for the last 2 albums, but you give me something, I'm going to try and body it. I'm not just going to run away from it and go to what's comfortable. I'm going to try and reinvent my own approach. So that's what you did. Sure.
Garza, you would agree with me, right, on this one. We're not shredders.
Fuck no.
I go off of feel when I write and just I try to riff and that's my thing. I've always just been just a straight riffer and like the solo the shreddy shit. I'm not gonna lie. I probably should be practicing a lot of like the arpeggio shit, but that doesn't tickle my funny bone at all, really.
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's just not my writing style. I don't know. Maybe I'm being just a lazy guitar player.
It's not your vibe.
I don't know.
No, it's not.
I don't know. It's just, but I've seen there's so many guitar players out there that I feel, in my opinion, that they spend their whole life learning that style, but they can't write a fucking song.
Dude, it happens a lot.
Do you know what I mean? Would you agree with me?
Yeah.
It's I'm not gonna name names, obviously, but I've heard just so many dudes that are just incredible guitar players, but the song they compose, there's no hook. It's just a emptiness to me. That's not. It's a weird thing.
There's more practice to be done than just the practice because you're practicing. You can practice also the creative side.
And I feel like that's what's helped me out. On working on but I mean, even before it was Cubase, it's called Nuendo, Steinberg Nuendo.
Okay.
I started on doing on the DAW really early when I was 19, so that even trying to figure out structuring songs, bringing riffs back and stuff like that. That's what I was interested in doing, making a whole song. That's kind of what helped me over the years. Yeah, composing the music, right.
You knew your style,
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And
it makes me feel good when I hear it, It's that's I'm super passionate about how that makes me my own music makes me feel. That's how that's why I like writing music,
It's one of the most important parts. How you feel. If you feel good, then it's naturally going to translate to Adam.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about. Do you think people will like this? I don't give a fuck if people like it. It's what I like. That's how I've always been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like this opposite way of thinking. To connect with your fans and people, you have to not give a fuck about them.
Yeah, you got to be true. You got to be true to yourself first.
It makes no sense to say it.
Those
but
people that'll come after. You got do your own thing, and then that'll come after. Totally. People like it. That's great. If they don't, so be it.
It's like it comes from here first.
Yeah,
it's you don't you don't go here to here. You go here to there.
Exactly.
Right? It's hard. It's hard to explain that kind of the process.
People, absolutely.
But it's cool. And there's so many ways of guitar and vocal. There's so many different you could be a songwriter. You could be a shredder. You could be a rhythm player. There's so many. I don't think any of them are better or worse. People try to say this is better than this, but that's fucking stupid. And a lot of egos there too. People will probably look at us and be like, oh, they're just doing some chugs. If it's that easy, then you do it.
Yeah, you do it. No.
It's like that unexplainable thing.
There's a lot to the craft, obviously. With anything it's kind of off subject a little bit, but I just watched a documentary on Hans Zimmer. The composer, he did Lion King. He's done movie scores and shit.
Famous composer.
That dude is fucking incredible. He goes off of just the sounds he hears in his head, and he came up with doing instead of hiring a whole bunch of musicians to go in a spot to do the score. He ended up doing it on a computer in the 80s and shit.
Oh shit.
He composed it on the computer. He was the first composer in
the 80s?
Yeah.
Was there computers in the 80s?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I know that.
They didn't. I mean, the sounds they didn't they didn't sound good. But he did Rain Man. That was his first Emmy or Grammy or whatever for he won Oscar for that. Yeah. You mean Rain Man, right?
No.
With
the movie?
Yeah, the movie, yeah. And then he did
Rain Man?
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Rain Man. I got Delta and Rain
Man. It's with Tom Cruise.
Is it
Tom Cruise is in it?
Yeah.
Is he in it?
Yeah, it's Cruise. And Dustin Hoffman.
Rayman?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 words. Oh,
That's that. Yeah, that Hans Zimmer. That was his first.
those 2 words. Okay.
And then he did Lion King. He's done everything.
That's Rain Man. It's one of those movies I see
And you'll
cover
hear it,
all
too.
the time, but I always skip it. It's kind of
Oh, it's a great movie. It's awesome. You always skip it.
Okay, so now I'll see it next time and I'll
Don't
play
skip,
it.
yeah, it's
okay,
not
I'll
a
play
skipper.
It. Okay, I'll play it.
I actually haven't seen it either.
He did Interstellar, dude.
Bits.
He's
I've
done
seen bits.
everything. Hans
Bits.
Zimmer is like the GOAT.
He is.
Yeah.
And I like hearing him talk like this because I'm still in that mindset of when I like met him in the basement, where it's like, all right, if this motherfucker is on that kind of shit, you know, he's expanding his creativity on like on that level.
I don't
like,
even listen to
boy.
fucking metal.
Yeah, I know
honestly.
where he's setting us up for. So it's like he's becoming more of a composer than just a metal guitarist, and it's like, okay, I can work with that too, because that allows me to get ready for like he's gonna come at me with like soundscapes. You know, I know that's a thing because like it's on the new album. There's soundscapes, and it's like now I get to decide should there be vocals in these spots or not. You know, like I want to match that.
I put you in a tough spot, kind of.
We're not doing. You know, maybe I'm sure there's kind of parts of the new album like that where it's like one specific part where it's like there needs to be vocals there, but it's not foreground vocals. It's part of the ambiance. So like that's kind of where I think we're taking it for one part of his writing and stuff, which is cool. It's not just about being heavy now. It's more like how do we make this like
the feel of the song definitely.
It's gonna be heavy, but we're trying to get you to feel something too at the same time, not just the subs.
Well, I think
you missed an 808 there. It should have been an 808 right there.
It happens. Sometimes like the fucking record's out. Like, I wish you fucking put a 808 there or there.
Yeah,
it's like
put it
that's the like even like the small shit like that.
You know,
I'm like, how did I miss that? The fuck?
I know you're
Listen
so
to this
so
song
in it.
so many fucking times.
You're so fucking in it though. Stop.
I know.
You're just like in front of your fucking computer all day,
dude. I hate it.
And then you write.
It's a love-hate relationship.
It is, but something that keeps you going back. You know,
remember like before, like when I was talking to you like earlier, like it's hard to get into it too. You know, you like the writing. Like sometimes it's I won't write anything for months. You know, it's like. But you gotta. I know it's the bad thing. You gotta be persistent. You gotta be on your guitar like every day. I know. I get it. But like sometimes I'm just not feeling it, and I just want to step away for a while.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn yourself out because that burnout time could be longer than that could be longer than anything else. If you just keep grinding and you're not feeling it, then you have that burnout could last a year. Now you're not having any.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still play. You know, like even to the songs or whatever. But like for writing, that like. I need to have that itch, or else it's like that doesn't do anything for me. I don't know.
You gotta want it, dude.
Yeah,
you gotta,
really, yeah.
So you have to like. Sometimes I'll like see like the guitar there. I'm like, nah. It's like nah. But sometimes you're like, I gotta play it. I have to play it.
Yeah, you get that little spark. You're like, oh, I feel something. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes like your fucking day is going by so quickly. It's like and you're late. Like today's a perfect example. Like, okay, I'm a little bit later than I would like to go to Santa Ana, but I see a guitar in my room. Like, I gotta sit down for a minute.
Exactly.
So it makes sometimes
you do that still?
Oh, of course.
Fucking A, that's awesome.
Sometimes like you just gotta.
So you'll do that. You're like, oh, I'll wait for practice.
Sometimes, it kind of goes. But if you see it, I'll be like, fuck no. Or sometimes you got to get something out.
I'm kind of hungover. I don't really want to play guitar right now.
Dude, sometimes playing hungover, it works. Because
I don't disagree.
Because your brain's off.
Yeah.
Because the brain's not working. So like you're forced to play.
You don't second guess yourself, really.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll wake up hungover and I was like, oh, I'll fucking start playing. And something sick will come out.
You're like, wait a second.
Because your brain's not fucking working. It can't work. It's not.
Days and it's like fucking days.
Yeah. The next day you don't even know what you created. You kind of listen to it again. And you're like,
Like, you're like, ooh, fuck.
I wasn't thinking there.
I still got it.
Yeah,
what the
right.
fuck, dude?
Yeah.
It's a miracle that both our bands are still here playing this style of music. You know how that happened.
This genre exploded the last like 4 years, wouldn't you say? It's been more popular of a genre than ever, right?
I'm looking straight at one of these cameras. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm still like just I'm just probably in the last 2 years getting out of my house more than like for like a couple days. So I don't know. I'm just here, and if the people are down with it, we've been trying to get it to this point for a minute. So I'm happy to see, the deathcore, death metal, and metal in general, get to this point where it is being more accepted. And at least there's people that'll come up like, I've never been to a metal show now. And they're just like, I'm liking it. It's cool to just experience that now, like, hey, I've been listening to your band for X amount of years, or I just got into your band, and all of that stuff is more frequent than I ever remember it. Anytime before, like, let's call it like the lockdown period, because we kind of took a break. Mm-hmm. But it's still like a Twilight Zone to me, honestly, where it's like, oh shit, like deathcore's selling out venues. Like 2018, that wasn't the thing for us.
No, no, it wasn't.
Is something we shifted into some different dimension? But I'm cool with it. Like, it's like a lot of the stuff
something
we
about
see with the turtles, like a lot of the stuff I feel like that we grew up being into, whether it be non-music or music,
it comes full circle.
We were right, that's what we were fucking right. It is fucking cool. It's about time these motherfuckers understand it. The shit that like that's the art true, and the creative things, it is cool. Like it always has been. It's nice that some people are waking up to appreciate it and join the party with all the rest of us.
You just said that. I didn't realize until right now. Dude, we were right.
Yeah.
They were all fucking wrong. This shit fucking sucks. It's going nowhere. It'll be gone in 10 years. They're all wrong. We fucking all stuck as without knowing as kind of like a team. All our bands were doing our own thing, and we were right. It stuck, and now it's bigger than ever.
Yep. It's nice.
Fuck you guys.
Because it's simple. It's simple. It's in your face. It's meaningful. It's simple, and it's in your fucking face. That's the aggressive music that I love writing. Mm-hmm. With a little rainbows on top.
Yeah. A little fucking. a little fucking higher up. Yeah. You know what? I'll go up here every once every record. Like,
one time
once
record.
I'll try. Maybe once for 2 records.
Fuck.
But even though it's going great now, it's unfortunate that our bands kind of toured too late. Like, it was us, Whitechapel, you guys, Carnifex. It was a great tour, but it was years too late. Mm-hmm. It's like
I would agree with that.
There was like an initial bubble pop,
right?
And then like that's the moment where like we should all tour together, and it didn't fucking happen.
Because all you guys were headlining, like your band was headlining Chapel, all those your bands were headlining. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would we? Who wants to do the 4 or 5? Who wants to do the 3 or 5?
Yeah, you guys.
That's probably why.
On us and,
listen, that's why it probably never happened because all you guys were on top. On top of your game. Everyone was fucking so like at a point.
Yeah,
it's like I said, who wants to be the 2 of 5 or 3 of 5? Well, I'm not playing to them. I'm not gonna play. I'm not fucking. We're killing it right now. You know what I mean? Would you agree?
Yeah,
that's probably why that tour never happened.
Yeah, but every band at every level didn't want to play at that level.
Exactly.
It sucked, dude. But I mean, it happened. It was cool. It's better than nothing. But man, if we would have did it at the right time.
Right.
And we would all just shut the fuck up and just
egos aside a little bit.
It's there's still time.
There is still now there's time now. It's different.
I'll do this shit until the day I die. I don't give a shit.
We can still do that OG. Run it again.
Let's line up a tour, Garza.
Right. I'm always
it's a good idea.
I just gotta convince him, and after that, we're good. I'm always down.
Gotta fucking convince Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty too hotty, dude. I remember, dude. We'll get fucking hammered. It says, Scotty too hotty, dude.
I'm like, what do you think, Garza? You want to do a fucking shot? He's like, Scott, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like, let me get some coffee. True. I'm like, all right. I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you turn around and I was like, the fuck is wrong with this dude?
You were very out there. It's cool. You're always out there hanging out with the bands out there in the morning.
Try to mingle a little bit, Just get a feel for the venue and stuff. Mm-hmm. Making sure everything's cool. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that just
with the
everyone's having fun.
Though.
Yeah, everyone's having. I want to make sure.
I remember that.
We're all in it together when we're on tour. As when we're touring bands and stuff, it's like you got to look out for each other. That's what I feel like. It's just that's how I always been when I go on tour and shit. Just Get to the venue, all the bands are there, kind of. Okay, he's doing this, he's doing that. Everyone's kind of getting out of their vans and shit, out of their tour buses, kind of mingling a little bit.
Yeah. Setting
the stage up, seeing where I can go, making sure everyone's cool, everything's cool.
Seeing where I could drink a beer.
seeing where the nearest shithole bar is, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel bad for women at shows because they don't realize when the bands show up. We go straight to the women's bathroom first. they only knew, but it's like, oh my goodness, I feel bad.
Dude, I'm about to fucking destroy this thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, in like the morning.
Because you can't shit on the buses.
You can't, no,
unless you got a Taylor Swift bus or something, or Dave Matthews bus or some shit.
Well, the way Deathcore is going, it might be on the horizon.
Yeah, right.
we get shitter buses. Yeah,
we
boy.
Two toilets, one for the shit.
I've made it, Dad. I did it.
I'm a shit in Scotty's bunk, dude.
Oh, it's like, what is that?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I know that's a Garza shit. Right? It's got to be Garza shit.
Now I see where his brother Rips come from, dude. It's a heavy shit, dude. Come on, man. Oh, this is too much, dude. But dude, we gotta do a tour, man.
You guys, you don't have to tell me, but do you guys got anything lined up, like material-wise or anything, or you guys got to be brewing some ideas soon or something like that? No record coming out this year?
No, dude. I think we're in. Oh, it's 420 today. Pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
That was the other part.
Yeah, Adam, do you smoke?
Do you smoke?
A little bit.
I don't smoke.
I do.
You guys can do your thing.
I've chilled out, and I figured I was gonna see if you'd catch it today, because for all y'all watching, if you're an aspiring vocalist, and I always say this, don't be like me, do as I say. And what I say is,
here we go.
If you're trying to be a professional, you probably shouldn't be smoking, but I do be smoking sometimes.
Okay.
What the hell? Contradict yourself.
No, but it's 420. We're in California. We're on the Garza podcast. What the fuck you gonna do? And we're playing Anaheim.
The last thing I need is you coming on stage like this, like you're just like,
let's go.
I can't feel
go,
my.
Dude.
Yeah. Usually it's edibles. Edibles is usually the vibe.
Not me.
Oh gosh.
I can't do it.
Usually it's edibles, but it's something about smoking. Like, because when we were like not touring for a long time, so I definitely got into a groove of smoking. But it's just a community vibe, Whether it's you're in a cigar lounge or a hookah lounge or you're at a bar. To me, like it's like that communal pass around that I like.
Yeah. The last time I did anything like that, took a rip with with Grin.
Mm-hmm. We were blowing smoke in your bunk.
That was before. No, I took a fucking dab. It was the first time I ever took a dab before I played from Bart Tom.
The first time they took a dab?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
And I'm like about to go on stage. I'm like, I forgot to play how to guitar. I forgot to play guitar. I forgot how to play guitar.
It's 2 notes, man. Come on.
Dude, I was like freaking out. I'm like, what am I doing right now?
Oh.
Dude, I was fucking freaking out.
Wow. Dude,
Never again. Never again.
No, dude.
That shit fucks me up too much.
Whose idea was that?
Tom. I'm going to blame it on Tom Barber on that one.
No, I think it's because you've probably been drinking all day. You're like, oh, wait, you know what? This is a good idea.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Terrible idea. I'll tell you that.
Your first dab.
he's like, just take a little bit. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm about to go on stage. I took a rip and I was like walking to like the green room and like, this is me. Like, it's like that's how I felt like I was.
Oh shit!
I'm like, oh, this is not good.
Scotty behind he's flying, dude.
Oh fuck, this is not good.
Scotty got wings, dude. Come on.
I put on the guitar. I go. I forgot how to play. I forgot how to play guitar.
How'd that set go?
I got through it.
Apparently, I didn't notice it.
Wow.
I was just in my own head though. I mean, I was fine, but
usually you're in your own head.
Yeah. I mean, I was fine. I was just fucked. I was fucked up, man. I've never done a dab before. I was ripped.
The rule is if you try anything new when you're out on the road, you wait till after the show. You don't do it right before.
Don't take anything from.
That's the rule.
Don't take any. No more dabs.
Because then you just pass out. That's what I do. You know.
True.
Yes.
Wait. Just take a little bit. I'm done.
Dude, I probably took 3 dabs in my life, and that shit sucked.
And that wasn't before a show, right?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
I'm a professional.
I am not.
I'm an OG professional, dude. I fucking did it after the show.
Okay.
I actually like dabs. They feel like
cleaner, right?
They're cleaner, yeah. If you're going like I like to play it safe, you know, especially in the past when it came to like smoking or anybody in our crew that'd be smoking and shit. Like I would always be like, we can do if you want to do, you know, whatever you want to do, go ahead, but like let's be as discreet as possible. So I use like, if you want to bring a bowl, bring it. Make sure you just clean it out. You know, like those type of things. So I always be like a bowl thing.
Throw it away before you go to the fucking.
Just throw your shit away before you go to Canada, shit. You know, but I would always like rip a bowl with people, if anything. You know, very rarely.
Yeah, that fucking contraption.
That's way. The dabs are way nicer.
That's fucked right there.
They'll grab
dude, those are back.
What the fuck? It's like this. You get going out of your way to get completely torqued.
That's not clean.
That looks.
That is not cleaner. That's definitely dirty.
That's some dirty shit right there.
The glass ones, like the glass, like dab rippers, like those ones. Those are the legit ones. I like that shit.
Yeah.
You got like a fucking torque thing. It's like what is it called?
I don't know it. I got a lot of friends that get down, and I'm just around. You know, since sometimes I join.
You gotta heat that shit up like that high. It's like this doesn't look like I'm not interested in this, but they're really persistent.
They're like serious.
They were very serious about their dabs.
Serious about it, and I can.
He's like, do you see like the honeycomb?
Yeah,
like the
honeycomb.
It's like clear. It's like yellow but clear. I'm like, I was like,
honeycomb.
You know, it's like they're like explaining to me the dabs. I don't know anything about it, and they're like, yeah, when it's like cloudy, it's not like percolated correctly. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but
they're passionate.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Whatever. They like it.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
What is that? Is that it? A dab?
Yeah, it's like
it does look like a honeycomb.
Yeah.
The concentrate shit. Yeah, it's dangerous.
Honeycomb.
I have a feeling there's going to be some of that around tonight.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, oh, that's just resin.
That's resin.
That's garbage right there.
It's called black tar.
Black
resin.
tar opium, yeah.
That apparently wrote the cleansing. Mark and Alex were smoking black fucking
on the ends.
Black tar opium,
yeah.
or just res, or opium or res.
Not heroin. Fuck.
No.
Resin.
Res. Damn.
Out of like they have choice or just like damn we're low.
Opium down over there at the.
Oh yeah, we're still broke, dude.
Yeah,
I know. Money, so they were scraping that.
I've done it before.
These motherfuckers in my band, same thing. Like there was moments where like the dudes that were smoking, they'd be in the back. I wasn't even smoking at the time. They're just remember that they're just scraping all this shit out their bowl. I'm just like. Just buy it more. It's like we can't. We got like you know. It's like well,
we got
it's time to chill.
Waiting on our $5 per diem.
Yeah. It's like
I got to
you guys haven't eaten today.
Yeah.
So apparently that the resin gives you a headache.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they wrote the cleansing nut all headaches.
Yeah, headaches and coffee, black tar, fucking resin, dude. That fucking wrote some heavy shit, dude. And I was always sober. I don't like being in a room because someone kind of has to be like directing it, you know?
Right.
When you're Garza, when you're writing though, you don't like being clouded at all, or you like being like
depends
completely sober when you're like with the guys trying to write, or
there's a time and place. Like high would be like alone at night if I'm trying just to fuck around and experiment.
I see.
But if I'm like in the room, like okay, we're all gonna write as a unit.
I can understand that.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know what Ernie's doing. He's a psychopath drummer.
Ernie's so badass.
The fucking last podcast he showed up drunk. I'm like, dude, this is.
Oh no! I'm sure it was a hell of a time.
Yeah, and then Mark. I think Mark smokes still when we jam. Eddie's just Eddie. You know, yeah. So I someone kind of needs to be like really present.
Okay.
You know, so
someone has to be with it.
That's me.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's
the
probably
ringleader.
how it would be if we did that all in one space writing process. You would need.
I would honestly. I'd be the same way. I wouldn't.
You would need your drink. You'd have to have your drink.
Let me finish.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
If that happened, if we ever tried doing that, I would be like setting the day up. We'll get everything going. Setting the day up. We'll jam for like a couple hours. Get the flow going, and then Uncle Skit has a couple drinks, and then we're gonna go.
I can see
a couple
that.
doubles.
I can see that.
A couple Caucasians, Jackie.
Like get the like the vibe going. Maybe there's a couple tracks that have already been worked on, and then it's like, all right, I can see that. Yeah, I probably would do the same thing, like take an edible or something.
Yeah, we getting somewhere, like like maybe 30 seconds of some material. We've been like just kind of fucking around with that day, getting at least getting somewhere, and then take lunch, come back, take a little sip.
A little sip,
a little sippy poo,
a little sip. Okay, I'm gonna take that from you.
A little drinky poo.
Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, what was your rig for the latest song? It sounds sick.
Thanks.
Like the
rig, the amp.
The amp?
Yeah,
dude. I've been using that same tone since like I got my Kemper. It's it's the same exact tone from from Ascendance I got from Putney. It's a PRS Archon mixed with a 6505 head, blended, with a couple EQ like chains and shit in there. And then there's like 4 other cabs, but then I like tweaked it a little bit, but I still use that same tone to this day. Yeah, live and everything. Yeah, and I just loved it so much. I love the swell and everything on there, and
that's
like
tight.
Yeah,
it's becoming like your sound now because you've been using it.
Yeah. Everyone tries to take. Everyone wants my patch for some reason. Hey, can I get your patch? No. Get your own patch.
Dude, give him a fake patch. Just like
shitty, fucking just like a shitty like spider head patch or something like.
Oh my god, they're like, oh, it sounds like Oceano. Yeah. Dude, it's like when a girl gives you like a fake number.
Yeah.
Give him a fake patch.
Scott's patch. Yeah.
A line 6 spider. Okay,
I went that low. I'm sorry.
Start chugging.
You know what? Let's do what's the blue voodoo? How about that? Let's do blue
voodoo. Okay.
blue poo poo. Yeah,
that's cool, dude. Yeah, if you found your
I feel
sound,
like that.
Keep it.
I love it, dude.
Keep it.
I mean, you've been working with your same head like forever too. Dude,
I came back to it.
Wait, you switched and you came back?
I came back.
What,
yeah.
Well,
I got a PV 5152 that we used for the first record. I came right back. I found on Craigslist.
Did you?
I missed the tone, so I bought full circle. I'm buying all the shit I sold. In 2007, I'm trying to find it all again.
Really?
So stupid. I made so many mistakes in my fucking career. It is silly.
I think we all have though.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever perfect. You know that.
And now I have a podcast trying to relearn things.
And you had the Mesa for a while, right?
Yeah.
The dual rack.
That's probably the only thing
that shit sounded awesome.
Yeah. A 2-channel triple Mesa.
Yeah.
From the 90s.
Did you have it rebiased or anything, or like retube with any other tubes, or
still 6s?
Okay, no rubies or like JJs or anything like that.
Nah. Just a pedal in the front and.
Before my Kemper, I was running the 62505 Plus with Sovtex.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the dude. There's a guy over by where I live that like does like a lot of cool electronic shit, and like he does rebiasing and stuff, and he he hot wired it a little bit like hotter than so like I kind of regret it, but like after every tune I would have to retube it because they were shot because I had them hot wire it a little bit hotter. So, but it sounded sick. I kind of miss that head, honestly. There's nothing better than a tube head, bro.
It never goes away. You just have like the sound in like your head. You're like, okay, I'll fucking buy that amp again.
Yeah.
And then it feels so good, even just to have it. Even if I never use it again, I just want it there.
For me, in my opinion, though, like the 5150, in my opinion, was good, but it had this like sizzle, like high end sizzle, like that I like heard. The 6505 I felt like was more rounded.
Okay.
That's just what I heard, but like
I should probably try it out.
And then like the cab, you can't go wrong with the straight not Marshall, what was it?
Mesas?
Mesa, the
flats.
Yeah, the straight Mesa.
I'm trying to get them, dude. I'm trying to get them,
dude. Those are such a great universal cab.
They are the best.
Yeah, just straight 4x12. That's it.
So hot. I'm just. I had 2 of them.
What are you doing?
I already had them. I had everything.
What did you?
I fucking just gave it away like a fucking idiot.
I'm sure you can call someone right now after this podcast and be like, "All right, I need 2 412s," and then you send them to you.
That's what I've been saying. Almost a lot of podcasts. Okay, someone help
me. That's
the
one. There you go.
I need a straight Mesa.
They still make these, or
oh yeah.
I miss seeing them.
I think Gibson owns
little custom
Mesa
front
now.
covers for you guys on stage.
Oh, dude.
Fucking A.
They definitely like between when we used them in the past and the other bands that had
so heavy.
It's got a wolf. It's
Dude,
got a
it's
nice
wolfy, dude.
It's got a nice mid-tone.
I need that woofy. I need that chuggy. I need that wetness, dude.
Yeah, they get the
I'm
wall,
fucking
the
horned up
Garza wall
now.
right there.
I'm horned up, dude. I had it. See? God damn it. Okay, so Oceano has been OGs.
Yeah.
You guys, even you, Scotty, you are an OG.
I would consider myself. I guess I would be an OG now because
You just got to take it. You got to hammer it into him now.
Accept it.
This is going to be three albums with Oceano.
We're the longest running members of the band, so
we are.
That's great,
it's
man.
It's the sickest version of the band, in my opinion.
I wanna ask you both the same question. So since you guys have seen you have seen the deathcore scene come out of nothing. You know, you guys were.
It's like
we're
like
there.
this.
Yeah, you've seen the ups, downs, the waves, bands come and go. Like what has been a regret in your career?
Not writing more. Honestly, not like for me, honestly, overthinking shit. Like I said before, and not coming out with more material because the 7-year span, that's too long. I don't want to be Tool. I hate it, but. Like I said, I'm too much of a perfectionist. I felt like what's hurt my career is honestly not coming out with more albums. I should be coming out with more, like maybe every 3 years, but that's my only regret, honestly. Yeah, being in the band.
That's tough, I think.
Yeah, it's tough, but that's the truth.
I think that probably there was a time where I wanted to party more, and I still got the business side done, but I think I focused too much on all the distractions, and I didn't sift willingly into the role of like, you just got to lead the band, bro. You know, like you're bringing in guys that have never experienced this. You know,
yeah, you kind of let me go crazy.
Yeah, like reel in the guys
nuts.
a little bit, but also like just sit in the role of like, you know, for me it's just like, Adam, you don't get to party like these. Let these guys party and enjoy it. Reel them in, but you got to be the lead. I didn't take the lead as a leader for the band because I wanted to like enjoy it the same way and party and stuff too. But we had a lot of changes in the band, and like, you know, for that, I was the oldest member of the band. I had to take the reins. So there was like 3, 4, 5 years of just like trying to like manage a band as a lead band dad, but also trying to keep up with the partying side too, where it's just pick one and you can party later. You can party on the weekend. You like just regulate it a little better.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. And I think that would have helped us had, I think, a quicker trajectory to what I believe we're about to get to in the next, like this year and next year and stuff. So we're still here, but I think there were some things that, you know, I would maybe have liked to see us get to a certain point a little bit sooner so that later will make things easier. But
that I'll rebuttal what I said too a little bit, but like I feel like when you go through member changes and shit, I feel like that hurts the band, obviously. Like, and it's some bands are very fortunate, like they have a good glue, you know. But then, I mean, it's hard to keep members. You know, it's hard to keep everyone happy. Some people have their own path in life and shit. But like, I feel like that's the hardest part of being in a band. I mean, on the side of, you know, writing with the people that you're in the band with is their personal lives and shit, and like what they're dealing with outside the band, and like they got other shit going on. It's hard to keep 4 or 5 members together.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of personality going in there. You know, you would agree, right?
Of course. It's tough, man.
It's tough. That is the hardest. That's like one of the hardest parts. Like I think the music is probably the most easiest part.
The collaboration part is easy and it's cool, but even with change
everyone,
ups,
trying to find people to fucking play the music with you and be stoked with you.
Especially in Chicago, bro. That's the thing. Like, we're working with, it's nothing against, there's great musicians in Chicago, but lots of us were like, I don't think any of us, did you ever expect to be like, right now in this point? I didn't.
Probably not.
I just think like for Chicago and where we're from, it's like,
everyone.
There, you have you have people that, everyone wants to do it in a bigger way, but I don't think a lot of people actually see themselves there. And so that's the hard part. It's like that. And especially when you add to it, like even when we were trying to like, get things figured out with like, what we're doing in more recent, we've had to have some fill-ins in the past and stuff. And I'm like, I got to show them this guy's writing and shit. And like, they're just, their legs are shaking.
It's the mass-produced song. Like I was telling you, they don't want to play that.
You got to be able to rise to that occasion too, and not everyone's ready for that.
It's not like a Beneath the Massacre shit, but like ain't no Anthony Barone, but like it's still pretty crazy shit.
Not everyone's ready for the big leagues, and that's okay. But I feel like you gotta be able, if you really want to take this shit seriously, and you talk that talk, like I want to like make this shit.
We
big.
went through this recently. Like I was like, he was kind of like keeping us on the reel. I was like, well, it's like, I'll do it, but like, I gotta sort some things out. I'm like, dude, you got the song. Just send us a couple videos or something, of learning the song. But he was like kind of procrastinating. Like I'm like, dude, I need you to send me something of you playing it. Let's go. He's like, well, I got this thing going on with work and stuff. I'm like, I'm over it. I need to go. I'm don't fucking waste my time.
That's the side. Their legs.
Yeah, he was like, and he was like, even like, just let him go. We'll go somewhere else. So, I really wanted the guy. He was a good drummer. I don't know.
Some people will get in their own way, man.
Yes,
yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's understandable, but you got to overcome.
Some people
that
are
at some
really
point.
Comfortable. Maybe some dudes are just they're too comfortable with what they're doing. It's fine.
There's got to be sacrifice if you want to like raise yourself up.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be comfortable.
And some people think they want something, but then sometimes the opportunity. A lot of us are presented opportunities, and we don't even know that they are
right.
Some say they talk the talk that they said they want something, but when it actually comes up, most 99% of people will back out.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm busy or this and that. I mean, so they'll once they hear one excuse, it's okay.
Yeah,
move on.
I've even been there. I've had to kind of reverse myself. It's a little small. Like if someone's like, "Yo, come over to the studio or something. Let's just vibe." I've had that happen too. It's like, and I'm like, "Oh, I gotta." It was like, I really don't have shit to do. I don't have shit to do. What am I? Just go.
I gotta jack off tonight. I don't know. It's fucking important, man.
I got an important date.
I got a 9:00 jack off session here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, you guys lived it.
Imagine putting that in Siri. Hey Siri. Set a timer at 9:30 tonight for jacking off. Thank you.
Honestly, dude, I'm at that point now in my life.
Set a point for 9:30 for jacking off,
dude. Counting every minute, dude, to balance everything. I might need to schedule that.
Yeah, I get you.
Dude, I got into this thing last week called time boxing. Ever heard that?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you like it's called a brain dump, which is basically like a to-do list. So you brain dump everything you do for the day.
Yes,
and then you pick your top 3, and that's your priority, and then you put the times on the right side, and then you kind of put in each box, like let's say you wake up at 7 a.m. Okay, wake up and then okay, I'm gonna do number 1 on 11 a.m. So you write that and how long it takes. Oh, probably done. I'll be playing guitar for 3 hours. Okay, then I'll be done at 2 p.m. And so you box it. So you do your brain dump. Then you write the priorities on the top left, and on all the right side, you actually schedule your day, and that's been really helping me.
Damn.
Yeah,
been really, really helping me.
Look into that.
So about 7:30 p.m., I might have to write,
some PM comes time. Around. The dump comes, the actual dump.
The band better not call me.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's very similar. So I heard about this time boxing thing. You ever like learn about things and you realize you're kind of doing
Garza,
it right?
Sure. Can I take a pee break? Is that fine?
We're about to wrap up.
Are we gonna wrap up?
I know you guys need to go back and sound check, and we got a meeting too.
Okay.
Any closing thoughts while we hold our pee?
Sorry, dude. I'm like the smallest fucking.
I'm doing the same thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Well, what I will say is I really appreciate you guys like reaching out to us and allowing us to do this. It's been great. I wish we had some more time, and I would spend forever talking to you. You know that. I know we haven't seen each other a long time, but we always pick up where we left off.
Chat,
you know,
show,
so
yeah, I'll see you guys tonight, and
yeah,
that's when I'll start drinking.
All right.
This is like this is semi professional right now. It's like okay, I can't go too far, but later on, it's on.
Awesome, man.
It's on.
It's been a pleasure, and thank you for having us.
Adam, Scotty, I mean, thank you for being here. I have mad respect for your band and how far you took your band.
It's been quite the journey with me and this guy here. So
appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
You too.
All right, everyone. That's it.
Later.
Peace.